a little bit deja vu. It's very much the O'Driscoll syndrome again, isn't it? You know, O'Driscoll's on gardening leave, and then very shortly after he's gone and Saunders is in. And Wolves yesterday morning came and asked if they could speak to him, and whether they've spoken to anybody else or not, I don't know. But early evening yesterday, he'd gone. It's a shame because, you know, he's won a lot of fans over, including me to a certain extent, because, you know, I was a big O'Driscoll man. But, yeah, he won us over. He's done really, really well. He's got us to joint top, you know, with 50 points. And Dave Penny used to say with 50 points, you don't go down. So David had been jumping for joy.
It's one of those situations where he's moving up a level. He's moving into the Championship, moving to what some people would argue a bigger club in Wolves, with a possibility over the next couple of years of trying to fight their way back into the top flight. Will many fans bid Dean Saunders a fond farewell and I guess in some ways not blame him for moving on?
Well, you can't blame the man for having ambition. You know, I mean, he's done well. And the other thing about it, moving to Wolves, he's not moving to Wolves in the same scenario that he moved to Doncaster. You know, Doncaster were full of mercenaries when he came. There was no way we were going to stay up. So there was no chance at all for him. But he's moved to Wolves. They're 18th in the Championship. And he's got a heck of a chance of keeping them up there. I just hope he doesn't come and poach half of our flipping players.
Yeah, the timing of it's not the best for Doncaster. We obviously know for the facts, like you've just said, they're joint top of the table, but it's in January now, isn't it? And you want a manager in place for this month, if any month.
Well, yeah, because we were looking at who he was going to bring in, and he's brought Lee Fowler in, and he's brought Emile Sinclair in. Lee Fowler to end at season, and Sinclair on loan till end at season. But a lot of fans were hoping that we were going to be able to bring some permanent dealings in and really shoot for that Championship place for next season.
Does this worry you for the rest of the season now? This could rock the boat slightly, couldn't it?
I think if the board get the right man in, I don't think it's going to worry me. We need to replace him with whoever. But I still think the funds will be there for anybody new coming in, because I think the board themselves, including Ryan, want to go full tilt for this promotion. So
who then? Who's the right man, do you think, Ray? Who do you want at the helm at the Keepmoat?
If I knew that, they'd call me John Ryan and I'd be in charge of Donny Rovers. There's all sorts of people out there, isn't there? You know, there's Owen Coyle, Phil Brown, Gary Megson, Billy Davis, just to mention four who may be interested, you know, but you just have to wait and see what comes along and what the board decide.
Sean O'Driscoll?
I'd love him, but I don't think it'd work again. You know, the people going back to the same club again, does it work? You know, Billy Bremner did it, didn't he, in the 80s? You know, went away to Leeds and came back, but it was never the same again after he came back for the second time. So who knows? And you know, he wouldn't have the class of player that he had when he was here. You know, your midfield generals, your Stock, you know, and people like that, and your Matty Mills and your Richie Wellens and James O'Connor, Gareth Roberts. You know, he wouldn't have those. He'd have to start from scratch again, and there would have to be a lot of patience.
So I guess the point now is get a quick appointment, but make sure it's the right appointment.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you've got to trust John Ryan and the other two members of the board, Bramall and Watson, to bring the right manager in. He's done it on a couple of occasions, and he's not afraid to change it, isn't John Ryan, is he? We saw that with the Snodding brothers, and we saw it with Dave Penny, you know. So no, he's not afraid. He's not afraid to change it. So let's just hope they can get the right man at the right time.